few years ago, I began to experiment with a kind of a different approach to evangelism that I call servant evangelism. The simple, basic idea is we go out, we show God's love in practical ways, in small ways, by, for example, washing cars. When people go at the end of the car wash to pay us for our free car wash, even though we put signs up that say free all over the place, they still anticipate us receiving donations at the end. When we say it is totally free, we're not receiving donations, they are taken back a little bit. We say, no, it really is free, just as God's love is free. And you know, the interesting thing is they end up asking us all the very questions that we would have loved to have shared with them verbally, door to door, and we end up doing exactly what we wanted to do before, but all of a sudden, instead of taking on a more aggressive approach, we're able to do it in a very receptive attitude. And they say, who are you people? What do you believe? And often they ask, how do I get to your church? And we're able to, at a deep, receptive way, say, Jesus is head over heels in love with you, and here's what this thing is all about.
You show your love, you show your love. You show your love, you show your love, 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 love. You show your love, you show your love. You show your love, you show your love, 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 love.
A question that I get on occasion from folks that are beginning to explore servant evangelism is, why do you keep on doing this? You seem to put a lot of energy and money and time into servant evangelism. And I got to tell you, after 15 years of doing this, I found there's 3 good reasons to persevere in doing small things with great love. Number 1 is this is something that anybody can do. It's inclusive. While any evangelism is good evangelism in my mind, not everybody can do some of the more challenging approaches to evangelism. But about anybody can go to a corner where there's a red light, light turns red, we step into traffic, ask people, would you like a diet or regular soft drink? There's a little card underneath the top of it that says, you look too thirsty to pass up. On the back side of the card, there's a little invitation to our church with a map on it and a phone number on our website. Little 10-15 second conversations during the changing of the light. It's inclusive, something the majority of people who go to my church and probably yours can do. Secondly, it provides a new definition to our cities. As Francis Schaeffer put it, we have a watching world that is peering in through the windows of the church saying, who are those people, what are they about? And unfortunately, at least in my city, most people think we are all about parenting people, we are all about fundraising. When we go and do acts of generosity and kindness and love, and we don't expect or receive anything in return, we, in a powerful way, a profound way, I believe, define the church to this watching world in a new and a living and vital way. And thirdly, and perhaps this is a new thought for you, I think it's just plain downright fun. And I think there's something to be said for true biblical, authentic fun that perhaps has been thought about. I like to say where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is fun. And when we are doing these acts of love with no expectation of receiving anything in return, just to love people with the very love of Christ Himself, then in fact we have about the most fun that is possible here on planet Earth.
You show your love, you show your love. You show your love, you show your love, 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 love. You show your love, you show your love. You show your love, you show your love.